Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this beautiful vest. Look, it is so simple. You will make it with 2 needles. I will show you how it is. As you could see here in the middle, you will have 2 cords and you will make a bow and you will fix it and you will close it like you want. Also, you can put a bottom or a brush like you want. So I will give you the step by step. You will see it's so easy. I made it a little bit longer in the back and shorter in front, so you could have it and you can give it a different style. I saw it in a store, and a very famous online store, and I don't know if you have seen it. If you do, well, this is the best. And well, instead of buying it, I think that you can make it. Here I put a bottom so you can perfectly try on and put it, and it will be perfect. Okay, but well, I will give you the step by step and you will learn how to make it in different sizes too. Okay, but well, remember that before you start, it's important that you subscribe and that you leave me a comment. But well, thank you so much, and first I will give you the material list and then the step by step. Well, for this vest in a medium size, we are going to need 400 grams of this medium weight yarn. Look at the weight. I will use this color and I will use this brand. So I will need 400 grams and we will use the needles of 4.5. Okay, so this will be for a medium size, remember. Well, we will make 2 pieces. First, we will make the front and then we will make the back. And we will start making these pieces by the bottom. And remember that we are going to make the front shorter and the back longer. Well, what I made first before this, I cast on 20 stitches and I made 20 rows with the yarn that I'm using and with the needles. And like this I make a sample, and with this sample I calculate exactly how many stitches I need to cast on according to the size that I'm going to make. In this case it's my daughter's size, so I cast on 58 stitches. Well, this is how I'm going to cast on the stitches, remember. And like this I will cast on 58 stitches. To me this is the easiest way, but you can use the technique that you know. Well, we are going to need 1 and then we are going to pour the next one. Remember that we pour when we put the thread in front, then we are going to knit. So like this we are going to alternate. Once we are going to knit and once we are going to pour, like this the whole row. Well, at the end of the row, turn around and we are going to alternate. Well, we are going to pass first. Remember that only in the first row we knit, but then in the coming rows we are just going to pass the stitch. As you could see here, if we have the thread in front, this means that we pour, and when we have this space, this means that we knit in the last row. So here we are going to alternate, like we knit, now we are going to pour, and then like we pour here, we are going to knit. So in this row we are going to alternate. We are going to make the opposite what we made in the other row, in the last row, okay? So well, and like this is how we are going to continue the coming rows. We are going to alternate the stitches. We call this stitch the rise stitch. So first we are making the front part of the vest, so we are going to make as many rows as we need. Well, remember this will be the front. So this is how the stitch looks. This is the rise stitch. So if we measure the width, we have 40 centimeters, and of height we have 36 centimeters. Well, remember this is the front. For the back we are going to make more rows, it will be longer, okay? Well, now we are going to divide the vest in 3. Like I have 58, first I divide 19 and 19, and the rest are in the middle. So in this row we are going to start making the pieces individually, okay? So first we will make the sides, this part, and then we will leave this space in the middle free. And this will be the neck. So first we are going to make the first 19, and then we are going to bind off the stitches of the middle. Okay, but well, first let's make the first 19, and we are going to continue with the same stitch, okay, making the rise stitch alternating, remember. Well, here I finished to knit the first stitches. Now we are going to bind off the stitches that we have in the middle. So this is how we bind off, sorry. So we knit two together and we come back the loop that we have left to the other needle, and then we repeat. So well, like this we are going to continue until we arrive to the next marker, where we have to knit the next 19 stitches. Okay, so I will continue making more with you so you can see exactly how it is. Remember, we are going to continue like this, pinching off the stitches until we arrive here to the other marker. Well, now we are going to start making this piece apart. Okay, so we are going to finish this row, and then when we came back here, let me show you. So we will go, and then when we came back here we are going to reduce. Well, here we go, and then we are coming back, and we have these 3 stitches left. So when we have 3 stitches left, we are going to reduce like this. We are going to knit 2 together, and then we will have 1 left, and we are going to knit as it goes. So in this case we are going to pour. Well, look, now I finished the row. Now we are going to make this row, and again when we arrive here, when we are in the other side, we are going to reduce again. So here we are going to, well, we are going to pass the first stitch, and then we are going to reduce again. As you could see, always here in the same side, sorry, we are going to reduce. So here at the beginning we will knit 2 together, and then we are going to continue with the rise stitch like we knit. Now we are going to pour, and we are going to reduce again, always here 2 times more, and see you there. Well, here I have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So remember I had 19, so I reduced 5 stitches. So remember, always in this side I reduce until I have 14. So well, now with these stitches I'm going to continue making more rows until I arrive to the shoulder. So well, I will make it, and then I will tell you how many rows I made. Well, I only made 4 rows more, and this will be the neck. Well, now I think it's enough. This arrived till the shoulder. Remember that this is the front, and this goes shorter in front. So now we are going to bind off these stitches. Remember that we are going to make these 2 pieces apart. So first we are going to bind off the first part of the shoulder like this, and then we will repeat the same in the other side. We are going to reduce, and we are going to make these last 4 rows with the stitches that we reduced. And remember, we reduced 5 times, and then we made 4 rows more, and like this we will finish the front, okay? And then we will come back, and then we will continue making the back. The back will be longer, so we are going to make more rows. But well, basically for the back we are going to use the same stitch, and we won't reduce to make the neck. Okay, we will continue straight, making a big rectangle. So here at the end we are going to cut and make a knot, and that's it. So we are going to repeat the same in the other side, okay, exactly the same. So here we are going to put the thread and we are going to repeat. So here we are, and we are going to start right here. So we are going to start one stitch before the marker so we won't lose any stitch. So we will make a knot right here, and we are going to repeat. Remember that in this side where is the neck is where we are going to repeat. So right away we are going to pass the first stitch, and then we will need the next two coming stitches together, and like this is the first time that we reduce. So remember that like this we are going to reduce 5 times, and we will create a curve of the neck. And then after we reduce until we have 14 stitches, we are going to make with these stitches 4 rows more, and then we will continue with the back. Well, look, this is how it looks. Okay, I repeat the same in the other shoulder too, so this will be the front. Now for the back, I'm going to cast on the same number of stitches, and I will make more rows. So I will continue straight. Remember, I won't make this curve, I won't make the neck. So I'm going to continue from here until here, and then I will add more rows, more like this, to make it longer. This is the measure of the front. So we have 40 centimeters. So for the back, I'm going to have 45. Here I have the two pieces. The back, I just make a big square. I made 5 centimeters more. So now that we have both pieces ready, we are only going to sew one shoulder, and we will leave the other shoulder open because here we need to cast on the stitches to make the neck. So we will cast on all around until here. To use the needles, if we close, we will need to use the circular needles, and it's a little bit more difficult. But well, for now, let's sew this part of the shoulder. Well, I sew the other part of the shoulder, and now that I have sewed this, well, I'm going to put a marker in the back and in front to point it out the size of the shoulder, so we won't use these stitches. So until here all around we are going to cast on the stitches to make the neck, and we are going to cast on these stitches in the right side. Okay, so please be careful there, and I'm going to start casting on the stitches in the back. I will use the needle and one thread. I will start right here, and like this is how we are going to get the stitches. If you want to, you can use the hook if it's difficult for you, but I think with the needles it's okay. Okay, so like this, one stitch by one stitch, we are going to take the stitches. You see how we see. So we are going to repeat this all around until we arrive to the other marker, to here. Please be careful and not take the stitches off the shoulder, okay? Just until here, and later we will sew this part, okay? But just take the stitches until the marker. But well, let me continue, and then I will tell you exactly how many stitches I have at the end. Well, I finished to cast on, and at the end I have 70 stitches. Now with these stitches we are going to make around 5 rows. We will make the elastic stitch. This means that we are going to knit one and pour one, knit one and pour one. So I'm going to turn around and I will show you. So this is how we are going to start. So remember, always in the first row we are going to knit the first stitch, then in the coming rows the first stitch we are going to pass it. So well, the elastic stitch we are going to knit one and pour one, and in the coming row we are going to continue as it goes. If we knit we are going to need, and if we pour, we are going to pour like this around 5 rows until we have like 3 centimeters. Well, look, at the end I made uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 rows. Okay, I made more rows. So now that I have the neck that I want, well, we are going to bind off in the wrong side. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. So here is where we are going to bind off, and we are going to bind off like this. We are going to knit two together, and then we are going to come back the loop that we have here to the first needle. Again, knit two together and come back with one, like this, all the stitches. So well, like this, we are going to continue and then see you when we've finished, so I can teach you how we are going to sew. If you want, you can close it, but before to close it, you need to make sure that this will perfectly fit. Well, I finished to bind off and I close it here. I sew it. I just leave the neck opened, and here I will put a bottom or a brush like you want. So now we are going to make the cords, and we have this in the other side. So well, we are going to make the cords. As you could see here, we have the back longer. Now to make the cords, we are going to use the hook, but I will show you how, and we are going to put them here in the side to close. So here you are going to put the cords, and you are going to calculate the sleeves, okay, the armhole that you want to leave according to the size and according to the person you are making this vest for. So we are going to put the cords like this. I will just open a little bit the stitch. I will put the cords. Okay. Well, here I'm having a little bit of trouble. Okay, so here we have, and then we will make a knot, and we have this size ready. So what we are going to make is that with the same color, with the same thread, we are going to use our hook. If you want, here also here on the side, you can put some bottoms or a brush. So we will use 1 meter and 30 centimeters. Right there we are going to make a knot, and with our hook. And now that we have these two threads, one in each side, one after and one before the hook, well, we are going to leave the thread after the hook, and we are going to pass it through in front, and the one that we have in the back, we are going to pass it through the stitch. You see, again, we are going to turn over, and then we will pass it through again. You see? So I have one thread after and one thread before, and the thread that we have before the hook, we are going to place it in front, and then the one that we have after the hook, we are going to use it to pass it through. So like this is how we are going to make the cord until we finish with the 1 meter and 30 centimeters. So I'm going to repeat, and this is how I made the other cord. Well, so at the end with this 1 meter and 30 centimeters, we will have a cord of, let me show you, we will have a cord of 39, 40 centimeters. And through the same distance, we are going to place the other cord, okay? So like this is how it looks. At the end, remember, it's important to hide all the loosened threads that we may have. We won't iron this project. We will leave it like this. This will be ready to wear it. And well, just remember at the end, we are going to well, finish the cord. We are going to hide all the loosened threads. and we are going to put the bottom here in the neck or a brush, or you can close it like you want, but before, please try on. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed making this vest with me. As you could see, it's very easy and so modern. So I hope that you make it. I hope that you make it in different sizes, in different colors. And if you do, well, please take a picture and tag me. I love to see you wearing, and I love to see you making these creations with me. Thank you so much, and see you in the coming videos. Remember, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give me a like. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye. Thank you. Look how beautiful.